Hello and welcome to my very first train simulator video. This is Train Simulator 2012, also known as Railworks 3, looking at the Elsecar Heritage Railway. Now this was downloaded from the link in the description for free. The track was originally 1 mile long, but I've extended it slightly and put another station on it. So it's probably about 1.5 miles, about now. But I also downloaded this Class 3F Ginty from UK Train Sim. And this is what we're going to be using today to pull 3 of these Mark II green coaches. We've got a guards coach there and then 2 second class. So you can see there we've got to collect that coach, stick it on the end of that, then we can chug it up to the other station at 15 miles an hour since the line's so short. Usually on heritage lines the limit is 25 miles an hour, which it is on this line, but of course we're only going to go 15. So let's jump into here with that toolbar. Go to free roam. Now we've selected the train. The train makes a lot of noise, but that's nice. Set all these points so it's clear for us. There we go. And what we're going to do is then set the reverser a little bit forward. Oops. The brakes in here are really good on this train. The train stops almost instantly. Really good brakes in here. 20% regulator. That's a nice sound. So let it coast at 6 miles an hour. So it's only going to stop there. Now see, look, watch these brakes. Apply them. Just stops like that. It's really cool. Is that okay? Yep, it is. Go backwards. This train just clips slightly through the coach where it actually lets you couple on, but not too big of a deal. This is my second time recording this actually. The first time I accidentally derailed from not being far enough away from the points. I was just trying to do it quick. But I'm taking my time with this. Got 2 runarounds, one at this end, one at the other end, so that's what we'll be using to run around the train, obviously. So I'll start applying the brakes. Oh, stopped a little bit too early there. There we go. See how it's clipped through slightly? It lets you couple on, and then watch this. Boom! It just jumps up and down, but yeah, I can't do anything about that. That's just the way the train works. Never mind. Oops. Wrong way. Forward. That's such a nice sound. You can actually go up here. Get it up to about 10 miles an hour here. Wow. Everyone's the same on that platform. Well, not everyone, but there's loads of people the same. Start applying the brakes. There we go. I'm going to move slightly more forward, because that's where I was before and it derailed. Should be fine now. Yep. Just let it coast at about 4 miles an hour. Get ready to apply the brake. Apply it slightly just so it just starts to slow down. Release it slightly. Bit too much of a bump there. I didn't quite want that much of a bump, but oh well. Okay, looks like we're all coupled on. Just check we're not overrun, that's fine. And we need to couple it on now. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll set the reverser at about 60%. Release the brakes, and then we'll be on our way. Oh god, going slightly down the hill. That's not what I wanted. The station's on a slight hill. Put the regulator up to get it going. There we go, 70%. Love this little engine. Whoa, okay. 8%, that's fine. There we go. Trundle on at 15 miles an hour since it's such a short line. Don't know why that's flying in the air. Okay, a bit weird. Open the regulator slightly more to get it accelerate slightly. That is such a nice sound. Love steam trains. Diesels, yeah, I drive them. Do drive them sometimes, but they're not as fun as steam trains. Just shut the regulator down slightly. Whistle to his people. Now I know there is a hill coming up here, down here, but when that happens I'll just put the brake on the guard carriage and that will slow us down. %4% in the regulator, we'll go 1% actually. Quite a nice line this actually. So all this bit here is original. I'll tell you when you get up to the bit. When it starts, the trees start getting a bit more open into a bit more of an area. When we cross another road, that's when I extended it. Let's just see where this hill's coming up. Okay, so we're going to start going downhill now, so I'll let it coast. Okay, so you can see here, there's a slight dip in the track. So what I'm going to do is get ready as soon as the speed starts increasing. Put the brake on the guards van and we do slow down, which is why we open the regulator to make sure we stay at roughly 14-15 miles an hour. 9%, that's a good. Okay. Plus you also get to enjoy the lovely sound of this train. I know it's the standard sound, but 6%. We'll slow down slightly, but I'll let it keep moving for longer. These trees are starting to get a little bit annoying. Keep flying into the camera. 8%, 10%. That should be enough. Open the regulator slightly more so we get a bit faster. It'll be a nice journey on the way back because we get to work the engine as it's going uphill. It's going downhill at the moment, so it's quite easy. Actually, the bends around this way is very basic here. So we're coming up to the bit where the original line stopped. I'll show you actually. So here is where the original line stopped. This point here. You can see there where I've joined it. Then I've carried on through there, cleared out some of the trees. This road I just put over here for now until I figure out what to do with that level crossing. Oh yeah, we need to take the brake off now, since it's now just all on a straight. So we'll just open the regulator to get our speed back up to 15 miles an hour. So you see it's a bit of a more of an open area. I just cleared out a line of trees for the track. Obviously I'm going to do work with that. So we'll just let it coast to 15 miles an hour. The station's just around this corner. So we'll naturally slow down, which is good anyway. It's a nice engine this. Pulls a reasonable bit of weight. Well, it is a 3F, so for those who don't know, F stands for freight, and then number 3 is how much it could pull. So for example, 1F could only pull very light loads, and as you go up it starts to pull slightly heavier loads. And you usually see 3Fs pulling carriages these days. So this bit of track here I believe is flying for some reason. I need to sort out the gradients for the terrain, and that's here. Got the station slightly here. Better make sure our points are actually set. Yep. Yep. So I'll apply the brake slightly just so we start slowing down. Just let it coast in. And then we'll just let it come to a stop here. Only 33% of brake is enough. Now we apply some more brake. There we go. Now it's quite a short train, so obviously you don't need to pull in this far, but okay. I'll just walk up to the other end. Yeah, see here we've got all this space left. Should have. Yeah, I could have. Wow. Okay, but not to worry. So we'll just decouple from this end, put the brakes on the carriages to make sure they don't go anywhere, and then we'll set the points up there. Took me forever to figure out to do these points, but I managed to get it in the end. I just double track, joined it to the other track, then just deleted the double bit. So we've got plenty of space here, so if you wanted a tender engine, a double header, you know, or if you've got a little freight wagon, the train pulls with it. There we go. You can see the inside of the train's animated as well, which is really nice about that engine. So we'll set the points up here, and we'll also go down here and set them. Just give the train a run around, ready to go back to, I guess, Elsecar station. Very good diesel name. So reverser, we'll just stick it 33% is enough. Take off the brake, and then we'll just go backwards. In fact, if we go on it, that's better. Just let it coast about 12 miles an hour. And then I always like to go in free roam here. Go. Bit of squeal from the brakes there. Whoops. Reverser up, 22%, it's enough. Give it a bit of growler to get it going. Go too fast here, we'll end up ramming carriages. Not what we want, especially with people on board. 6 miles an hour, there we go, that'll do. Just let it coast in. So what this woman's doing here, she's just watching us. Well, helps if you actually watch the train. There we go. Couple on. Oof, I'm scared about that. Right, reversal, stick it in 70% just to get it working. Cool. Looks like we're all ready to go. So we'll go back on the train. Go up this end. I wish my default Railworks would take you to the train on that. Okay, we'll just release our brakes and then we'll get going. We'll give it a 30% to get it going. In fact, we'll go on the station and watch it come out. We'll let it at 60%, we'll let it accelerate quite a bit since we've got to go uphill in a minute, so we'll get some speed. I like this railway, it's quite a nice little run. I've been up here loads of times and it never gets boring. Let it coast slightly, it doesn't go too fast. Well, okay, this tree's a bit of a chom. Not anymore. See there, you can see the track just up above, it's on a hill. So open the regulator now to get some speed up. 20%, there we go. Eventually I will run this railway at 25 miles an hour, but obviously once it's got a bit more stations. Here we go, we're going uphill now. It's slowing down, but got the speed so then the train would keep it quite nicely. When we start getting to about 15, we'll open the regulator a bit more. Work it a bit. Do it now, 30%. 40%. There we go, 40%, that's good enough speed. We're not slowing down too much. See there, this engine copes really well. Now we'll know when the hill stops because the train will just start accelerating like mad. So even at 15 miles an hour, that's quite a nice speed to be going on this line. It's not really too fast, too slow. I did originally run it at 10 miles an hour, that's only because it was only a mile long. Just go up and down with the coach. I just used the tender engine and I downloaded this, I thought it would be better for this sort of line. Obviously once the line gets a bit longer, I can start using the tender engine. Get longer stations, a bit more carriages, whatever. Right, the hill stops up here. Over-regulate a bit so we don't slow down too much. There we go, now you can hear we're working it. Train's accelerating like mad now. Slow down a bit. And we'll let it coast. Just from now on, we'll just let it coast all the way back to the station. Do that so you can actually see where we're going. So you can see just off in the distance behind that tree is the station. So side. This bit. There we go, now we've got this open area, we can now turn around here. There we go, you can see just the buildings coming up now. You see these people again. Now we'll apply a little bit of brake just to start slowing it down. And we'll release it again. Too slow. And we'll start slowing down. $7 miles an hour, there we go. Whoops. Whoops. And we'll stop just up here. There we go. And at the end of the day, what we'll just do, we'll put all the brakes in carriages so they don't go anywhere. Decouple. Back to free roam. Make sure this plate's set here. Oh, there we go. Open the regulator. Move that one forward, and up here we'll need that one forward and that one forward. Did that switch? Yep. See the train off the distance there. Reverser, we'll just stick at about 20%. Release the brakes and go. 10%, get it going. See there, smoke puffing away. Whoop. There we go. So we'll switch this point and we'll stick it in this sliding, so if we need to get to the tender engine, we can. 20% reverser, release, and then we'll give it 20% regulator. We'll stand on the bridge actually. Looking over. Always love doing this. Let's the train go over. Whoop. Don't go too fast. This is just buffers here. Don't quite know why there's not buffers there, but oh well. Start slowing down. There we go. Just put the reverser in 0. There we go. And that has been our little journey on the Elsecar Heritage Railway with Drive Extended. So thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next Railworks video.